Hey guys, welcome back to Jay's Openings. Today we're going to open up a box of 1991 Topps. This is the 40th anniversary year of Topps. Major rookie card we're going to be looking for in here will be the Chipper Jones. And then we'll just be looking for Hall of Famers and guys like that. So 36 packs, 15 cards per pack. Without further ado, let's get this opened up. Still, packs where the tops were still would put the gum in. A little bit of gum residue, but not too terrible. Looks like right off the bat we got Hall of Famer Rickey Henderson, Dave Parker. There's the instant win games cards. If you were to happen to find a card with an X, you'd win every set that Topps had produced up till that year. I wondered if anybody ever, pulled that card out for that competition that they had. Next pack we got Kenny Rogers, George Bell, Mickey Tettleton, another one of those instant win games, Gary Gaetti, Jimmy Leland manager card, Jay Buhner, and future star Rich Garces. Nothing too crazy in that pack. Hope everybody's Monday is going well. It's a nice snowy day here in Wisconsin. Cito Gaston, Ron Hassey, another instant win. Barry Bonds, that's a good one right there. Take a look at his back of his. He, by that time he had already had 117 home runs. Moises Alou, Paul O'Neill, Colby Ward. The other notable card we'll be looking for in here would be the Mark Whiten error card. I have heard that it can be pulled out of a pack. I have not seen it. Jim Abbott, Willie Randolph, Strawman Darryl Strawberry, instant win, Wes Gardner, All-Star Mike Scioscia, Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, that's a good one, and Julio Valera. Next pack, we got the big unit, Randy Johnson, right off the top. And there is the Mark Whiten. I do not believe that is the error card. The error card would have his hand coming outside of the border. Mitch Williams, Jose Canseco All-Star card. Rob Deere, Dwight Evans, Oral Hershiser, and Dickie Thon. Next pack, Roger McDowell, Darren Dalton, rest in peace. We got Pudge, Carlton Fisk, looks like Cecil Field was barreling down on him. Julio Franco, another instant win game. Tony Fossis, Andy Van Slyke, Paul Sorrento. No sign of Chipper yet. No sign of Cal Ripken, McGuire, any of those guys. Oh, we got Hal Moore's Gold Cup card. Matty Williams. Tom Troublehorn manager card. Another instant win. We've got the Pudge record breaker. Comes baseball's all-time leading slugger and home runs. Checklist. And Mike Stanton. Not the Mike Stanton we're all used to now. He changed his name from Mike to Giancarlo. Right off the top, we got Mr. Sandberg, Ryan Sandberg there. Steve Balboni, the Eck, Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. Another Topps Instant Win game. Mickey Hatcher, and Deion James. I'm just curious that if anybody ever did claim that, if you were to pull it out of a pack, I wonder if Topps would ever would honor the redemption of it. Like Bobby Thigpen, the front of him took the brunt of the gum that time. Joe Carter, Darryl Boston, Teddy Higuera, Dave Hollins. Let's take a quick look at this. All cards must be claimed no later than 4/1 of 92. Unclaimed prizes will not be awarded. So, there's your answer. Won't be redeemed. There's the record breaker of Ryan Sandberg. Most games without an error in 123. And Bobby Thigpen. Next pack. Jose Oquendo, Joe Torre, Hall of Famer, Joe Carter, Barfield again. There's another one of those winners. There's another record breaker, Sandberg. Kurt Miller, first round draft pick. The Wizard, Ozzie Smith. Hall of Famer, Eddie Murray. Greg Brock. Scott Bankhead. Next pack, we start with Teddy Higuera, Dave Hollins, Dave Stewart, the Wizard Greg Maddux, it's a good one, Instant Win card, Bernard Gilkey, Alan Trammell, back-to-back Trammels, All-Star card and base card, Kurt Young, Eric Davis, and Bill Long. Next pack, start with Dave Magadan, Chet Lemon, Terry Steinbeck, Mike Jeffcoat, Hall of Famer Roberto Alomar, another Instant Win, it's a loser, Steve Jeltz, Sweet Lou Piniella, and Rex Hudler. Got Donnie Baseball leading this pack off. Mark Gubiza, Bobby Valentin, Travis Fryman, Jeff Pico, All-Star Ricky Henderson, probably stolen bases. See, he was only stealing 65 back then, but the next closest guy was 43. Greg Olson, Jesse Orosco, and Luis Rivera end off that pack. Next pack, we got Fernando Valenzuela leading it off, Jose Offerman, future star, Chris Bosio, Frank Robinson, Hall of Famer, Dave Gallagher, Mark Lemke, Thigpen record breaker for saves, 57 saves, which would go on to be broken by Francisco Rodriguez. So I believe he saved 62 games in a season. I don't think that record will ever be broken, not with the way they handle relievers nowadays. Rick Parker leads off this pack, Jay Bell, Flash Gordon, Greg Swindell, Mark Newfield, first round draft pick, Dennis Lamp, Pedro Guerrero, Ken Williams. Surprisingly, this gum looks not too bad. We'll see Mr. McGuire on the back there. Ted Power, Gerald Clark, Jose Canseco, John Burkett. There is the McGuire. Off-center just a little bit, but still it's a McGuire. It is not the error card. You'll see the slugging there where it says .618. The error card is actually missing the decimal point there. Topps instant win. We got Barry Larkin All-Star card there. Tommy Gregg, Doug Graybeck, and Jeff Montgomery. Next pack, we got Mark Langston, Kevin Brown, Greg Olson, Jack Clark, Gold Cup Sandy Alomar. Another instant win losing. Dave Rode, Kevin Romine, and Mark Davidson. Still haven't found the chipper yet. Start to pack off with Alvaro Espinoza. We have the Rocket Roger Clemens. Always like that one. That's a cool looking shot of Roger. I think he'll get his Hall of Fame due next year. Scott Sanderson, Billy Ripken, Phil Plantier, Bob Welch. I believe that was for wins. You see 27 wins. I don't think that will ever get that many wins. A guy will ever win that many games again, just because pitchers don't pitch like they used to back in the day. Got Tom Edens, Dave Stewart, Greg Maddux again, Dave LaPointe, Kevin Apier Gold Cup card, Todd Hundley, John Candelera, Rex Hudler, Bernard Gilkey, Gilkey's rookie, I believe that is Gilkey's rookie, and Alan Trammell. Next pack, we got David Cone, Vaughn Hayes, Rick Cerrone, early Kurt Schilling. I think it's a third-year Schilling. Chris Gwynn, another Ricky All-Star card. Jesse Orosco, Storm Davis, and Steve Jeltz. Next pack, we start with Jack Daugherty, Greg Briley, Hojo, Anthony Telford, Don Zimmer, Terry Pendleton. I believe that was the year he won the MVP. Mark Lemke, another Thigpen record breaker. Travis Fryman, and Jeff Pico. Next pack, we got Tom Foley, Don Carmen, Tim Hewlett, Mike Witt, instant win, Dennis Lamp, Pedro again, Jeff Robinson, Dave Gallagher. So we're starting to see a lot of the same cards in each pack. Does not bode well looking for our chipper, but see if it gets turned around here. Roger Craig, Carlos Martinez, Wally Backman, Bob Malicki, Glenn Braggs, Doug Graybeck All-Star card again, Mark Newfield first round draft pick, and Ron Darling ends out that pack. Next pack, we start with Tony Fernandez, Tim McIntosh, Future Stars, Omar Vizquel. I think he'll get into the Hall of Fame next year as well. Nelson Lariano, Merrick Davidson, and Barry Larkin All-Star card ends off that pack. Next pack, we start with Bobby Cox, Mike Harkey, John Smiley, Rafael Palmeiro, Bob Welch All-Star, Ivan Calderon, Bill Pecota, and Dennis Cook. Next pack, we start off with Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. Dale Murphy, I think he'll get into the Hall of Fame here soon too. Art Howe. There's the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. Love that shot of him. Domingo Ramos, Mike Marshall, Blurt Blyleven, Hall of Famer, Randy Milligan, and Phil Plantier. So we're starting to see some different cards again. That's a good sign. Hopefully that means Chipper is lurking here in the background. Instant Win, Johnny Ray, Jay Buhner again, Dave Martinez, Hector Villanueva, Alvin Davis, Rick Sutcliffe, Carlos Baerga, and Scott Bradley ends off that pack. We're down to our last stack, guys. Let's see if let's hope Chipper decides to show up. Start with Mookie Wilson, Mike Morgan, Mark Knudson, Steve Sachs, Stan Javier. There's another Barry Bonds. That one's definitely centered a lot better. Moises Alou, Paul O'Neill, Kevin Reimer, and Gary Gaetti. Next pack, we got Carmen Castillo leading it off, Ben McDonald, Chris James, Robin Ventura Gold Cup card, Wes Gardner, Mike Scioscia, Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, Tim Naring, and Brian Barnes Future card. Oop. Next pack, we start with Gary Ward, Gary Reedus, Tim Wallach, Chuck Krim, Walt Weiss, your 88 Rookie of the Year. Instant Win, Wild Thing Mitch Williams, Jose Canseco All-Star card, Al Newman, and Steve Farr. So we're down to 6 packs. We're gonna find Chipper, or we're gonna go over. On the back there, you saw another Mark Whiten, Ken Daly, Mike Greenwell, Benny Santiago, Charlie Hayes, Junior Noba, John McNamara, Andy Van Slyke. We got the big unit, Randy Johnson. And there's another Mark Whiten rookie card. Unfortunately, it's not the air. His hand is definitely within the border there. Mark Karen, Kevin Moss was a bust. Carney Lansford, Danny Tartable, Joe Oliver, another checklist, Mike Stanton again, Carmelo Martinez. And Milt Thompson, Hall of Famer Gary Carter, rest in peace. Hubie Brooks, Glenn Davis, Dave Righetti, Julio Franco, Deion James, and Al Osuna. I think Julio Franco might still be playing somewhere in the Mexican League or something like that. I know he kind of played for, he could still be playing. Same with Ricky Henderson. John Mazzarno, Rafael Ramirez, Dante Bichette. It'll be his 3rd year. Jeff Ballard, Jeff King, Speedy Vince Coleman. Another checklist. Derek May, Jamie Quirk. Big Daddy Cecil Fielder. You'll see that one year he goes and plays in Japan, all of a sudden comes back and hits 51 dingers. And we got Will the Thrill Clark ending off that pack. Spring training games start here. I think it's the end of this week. I know pitchers and catchers have already reported. The Astros are still in all of the news. Everybody's starting to weigh in on that now. Lenny Dykstra, Bobby Bowe, off center just a little bit. Jeff Treadway. Sid Fernandez. Hall of Famer Robin Yount. And Eric Anthony. So, we're down to our last pack, guys. I appreciate you hanging around, watching break some older cards here. Billy Spires, Brian McRae, Ozzie Canseco, Jose's brother, Chuck Carey, Jeff Brantley, Hall of Famer Kirby Puckett, Joe Bover, Lance Parrish, Vincente Palacios, and we'll end off the break with Hall of Famer Tony La Russa. So just a quick break. Obviously we didn't find the chipper, which kind of bums, but you know, he's not going to be in every box. So tomorrow night we'll be going live with 1985 Topps, looking for the iconic rookies of Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, Mark McGwire, and a slew of other Hall of Famers and that. So stay tuned. That'll be at 8:30 Central Time. Hope to see you guys there. Till next time. Later.